Started? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Is it all right?
Yes.
Okay. Hi. Okay, expand it. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are. So, welcome to this bonus session for all the Feng Shui Academy online students here. I'm Iverson Lee, and I'm from Joey Up Consulting Group. Yeah, so we're going to spend like 2 hours together, yeah, sharing a very special topic about 八字. Yeah, so let me just give you a little bit of introduction. What we're going to learn for this 2 hour session here. Uh, being a I just like you 5 years ago, and the first subject that I learned is feng shui. Yeah, so I think right now, how many modules that we're going through? I think roughly around module five, right? So,
Yes.
yeah, so this is step by step, yeah, and it's a very pretty interesting topic, yeah. And now we realize that actually feng shui can be learned in a structured manner, yeah. And then as you go one level ahead, then you can actually discover there are more techniques and tools that you can use to improve your life. And hi, okay, I see a lot of greetings here. And if you have any questions later on, yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, I see a lot. Hi, Neri. Hello, Liao Chi Seong. Yeah, so many people here. Okay, good. And you know that today is also a Vesak Day as well. Yeah, so for those who are celebrating Vesak Day, so a happy Vesak Day to everyone here. And yeah, you can use the chat box later on if you have any question. Yeah, you can actually type it there, and I will more than happy to answer all of your question later on. Yeah, so as I mentioned just now, I think all of you here, also a lot of you here I've been told is a beginner, so I can actually relate and resonates how you feel because I once being a beginner in learning feng shui, which in fact, this is the first subject of metaphysics that I'm learning. Yeah, so and the time is one of the first technique that I'm used. Being a very I have a very curious mind, and I always like to experiment a lot of new techniques. So when I start learning this, yeah, the one of the technique that I use is actually I using the west sector at my door. Yeah, I think I did share with you in my previous conversation with Dr. Joey in the FB Live. So and in result of using the west door, actually I uh, attracted a lot of opportunities to actually speak. Yeah, and that time, the moment activating west door, and some of you might think that what actually is activating west door means, which means that the house that I'm moving in, the door actually located in the west direction. Yeah, so and I believe that in module two, which you already learned, yeah, west is represented by the Dui trigram. Yeah, and then the Dui trigram actually is something to do with speaking. So the moment I'm using the main door in the west, then I realized that a lot of opportunity presented to me, and some of them are asking me to be a salesperson. Some of them actually asking me to speak. Some of them even asked me to do something like multi-level marketing. Yeah, so yeah, that's the first experience that I get from using feng shui. Yeah, and then the opportunity that coming in is overwhelming. Yeah, but the only problem is the moment there are so many opportunities happen in the same time, yeah, then there will be a problem. Yeah, we have dilemma, right? We don't know which are the options is the best option for us. Yeah, as you knew by now, feng shui actually is a very good system to help you to create opportunity. Yeah, then the question is the moment the opportunity arrive, what you going to do about this, right? So then there's a dilemma happen. So that's why we actually slot in a bonus topic about 八字 because 八字 is a topic that allow us to understand more about ourselves, right? So the moment we understand more about ourselves, which means it could be a talents, it could be a skill sets, the more we understand about ourselves, we know what type of decision is good for us. Yeah, so this is why we're going to we're going to use 八字 and to share with you because I believe that all feng shui students, yeah, in order to get a holistic view, yeah, in terms especially in making decision, yeah, you might need to know some 八字, because 八字 is on the diagnosis process. Yeah, because feng shui is used to solve problem, but if you don't know what problem to solve, right, then you might your solution would be very general. Yeah, what if you know exactly what actually the problem happening now, or even in the future? Yeah, so then the way you use feng shui will be more effective, and you can set up your feng shui as a preventive measure as well. Yeah, that's a benefit of using 八字. And also 八字 also is a good subject that especially I receive a lot of questions. Yeah, I receive a lot of questions about feng shui student. Yeah, because we did a coaching session, I think a few weeks ago, and a lot of them are worried about a lot of things. For example, like missing corners. Yeah, missing corners is one of that. And then some of you also raise your concern about the door in the wrong location, or and some of you also worry because once you discover that those things or so-called consider unfavorable feng shui, and the thing is you figure out later you cannot change. For example, like if you live in a high-rise condominium, right? If you discover that your door in the wrong location, yeah, then yeah, you cannot actually move into your door to somewhere else, right? Because due to the building policy, you're not able to do that. So you might also come into a lot of restrictions when you try to apply feng shui. Yeah, so that's most of the question received is about. It's not about you cannot understand feng shui. Yeah, actually, all of you here, based on the question you asked me, actually, you truly understood actually how to apply it. But the only thing is probably maybe your present environment or your present house, yeah, doesn't have those flexibility, or there could also pose a lot of restrictions when to come to application, right? So I think this is a part that all of us here actually are facing. Then you might ask, actually, is there any other way actually we can improve upon about it? Yes, yeah, because we all believe in there are a lot of possible solution to attack the same problem. Yeah, and the reason you might feel frustrated, because you might think, yeah, feng shui actually govern your whole destiny. Yeah, the moment you cannot do feng shui means that your destiny is bad. Yeah, and let me tell you now, because our destiny are not just affected by our environment. Yeah, although part of it is the environment, which is the feng shui, the place we're living in. Another part that affect our destiny is also who we are, right? Because our that where our destiny go, or the direction of our destiny, also depends on the decision we make along the way. Do you agree? Right? Because ultimate goal of using feng shui as well actually is to actually enhance. You have to enhance the resident, which is you inside the house. So if the feng shui is good, yeah, if the feng shui is good, the purpose of a good feng shui actually is to make that person better. Yeah, so in the end goal actually make you a better person. So how you can become a better person? Yeah, because if you are a better person, then you can make better decision. Yeah, you have a positive attitude, you're willing to learn, you can take challenge more. So feng shui can help you to become one by using the external influences. Yeah, that's why we do a lot of adjustment in your house, aligning the bed to ensure that you get the maximum positive energy. Yeah, what if sometime in certain environment there are certain restrictions apply? Yeah, then what is the other possible solution? Yeah, so I would say that if another way actually you can improve our life is to focus on ourselves. Yeah, because the thing that change our life, there are one part is external, one part is internal. So now the internal part is the buzzer, is how we make decision along the way. Yeah, our attitude. Yeah, this don't ever underestimate this part, because our decision actually can change our destiny instantaneously. A lot of people always think that their destiny only can be changed only in decades, sometimes in years. And do you know that actually your destiny right now, can be actually changed within seconds? Yeah, is it possible that our destiny can change right now? Yeah, even you are listening to me right now. Yeah, just ponder this thought. Is it possible for your destiny to shift to different direction? Yeah, within seconds. Yeah, if it is true, Yeah, how we're going to do it. Yeah, so let me share with you one thing. Yeah, the only thing that actually that help us to change the different course of the of our life actually are direct reflected by the decision we make every single day. Yeah, let me tell you why. Yeah, so let's say imagine right now if you say the word I quit. Yeah, normally when we say the word I quit, normally if we want to resign from a job, right? Yeah, we say the word I quit. Do you think your destiny changed instantaneously? Yes, right? Because the moment you say I quit, which means that what you do, you're going to resign. So you already changed to a different course of your life, different career, different people you're going to meet in the new company. And another example here is what if you say the word I do? Your destiny also can be changed. Yeah, because when we say the word I do is during your marriage ceremony, right? And how long do you take to say those words? I quit, I do, I had enough. It's only seconds. Yeah, so I want you to know that there's a power in terms of decision making. Yeah, because the moment you decide on something, yeah, sometimes more it's just few seconds, and then you notice that your life changed. Yeah, so this is the part that I want to emphasize because human ourselves, we also can make a lot of changes. Yeah, so one part is about feng shui is external, and then one part is about internal as well. Yeah, so what if you make a decision right now? Yeah, that you said I had enough. Yeah, I want to achieve financial freedom. Yeah, within 3 years from now. Yeah, I cannot tolerate my current job right now. I want to change. Yeah, if you decide right now, do you think your destiny will change as well? Yeah, so that's why this is the part that Pazi is all about because it's about focusing on ourselves. Because in the end, how this decision happen, yeah, it's happened because we do big decision, right? So it's about what is happening inside us. And in metaphysics study, the decision that since it's affect our destiny, we're going to break down the decision into yin and yang as well. Yeah, I think in module 1, we're talking about the concept of balance, the duality of the concept of the universe. So in decision, we are talking about there are two parts. Yeah, they are yin and yang. So let me tell you what is the yang decision, what is the yin decision that actually affect our destiny. Yeah, so yang decision is the decision that we do something, we decide to do something. Let's say now you decide to come late to work every day. Yeah, it's something you do. Or you decide to learn something new this year. It's a decision that you do something, right? Or you decide to leave your current marriage. It's also a decision. Yeah, it's something you do. That's why I call it yang, because yang is something about always something about movement, about action. Yeah, but there's not that yang decision that cause your or affect your destiny. Yeah, but also another part of it, which in fact a lot of people might not pay attention to this, is the yin decision. So what is considered the yin part of the decision is something that we didn't do. Yeah, for example, you didn't tell your spouse you love them every single day. You fail to make 100 calls, yeah, to get your clients coming in. Yeah, so this is something you didn't do, or you didn't exercise daily. Yeah, so don't you think all these things that you didn't do also affect your destiny? Yeah, so it's not a lot of time is not about the thing you do that cause the obstacle or the struggle in our life. Yeah, most of the time is something that we didn't do or we fail to see. Yeah, so this is the part that we actually are looking at. We can trace back to ourselves because what we see and what we cannot see daily, yeah, it depends on how we wire ourselves and our perception about the reality. We set the limit what we actually can see or what are available solution. Yeah, so this is the part is about Pazi because Pazi talking about everything is about you. Yeah, it's about understanding yourself. Yeah, then let me explain you this clearly more. Is Pazi, you just treat it is like this. Yeah, I believe all of you here bought a television to your house before. Yeah, have all of you here bought a TV before, a television? So the moment the new television arrived, yeah, so let me ask you one question. Do you actually see the user manual? Do you actually read the user manual? Yeah, I asked this question to a lot of my students and friends as well. Yeah, most of them they say no. Yeah, why? Because in the TV that they're getting, normally they only operate three functions in the TV. Right? So the first function would be what? Switch on and off. The second functions would be switching channel, and then the third functions would be increasing or decreasing the volume of the TV, the voice of the TV. So these are normally of the three functions that we are using. So that's why we don't read the user manual. And little of us knew that actually the functions of the TV actually are far more than the three functions. They are much more function in size. So the same thing actually apply in human as well, right? Because all of us actually we only perform very few functions and limited activities daily, and little of us knew that actually ourself contains more than that. We have much more talent to discover. We have more capacity, and actually we can achieve more. So that's why the reason we didn't do it, because we are not aware such thing exists within us. So that the way I see Parzer is a human user manual. So this is what we call the human user manual, because the human user manual allow us to understand ourselves, what is the functions that we can actually perform the best, or even if there's an issue, there'll be a troubleshooting session, right, where you can actually pick out what is the problem, and if for example, like if there's a money issue, how do you solve it? All these things, all this decision making actually contains inside the Parzer chart. This is the chart that I'm going to discuss about, because I've been told that a lot of you here, you are still very new to Parzer. So don't worry, because a lot of people might think that, do I need to have certain talent to learn Parzer, or am I the chosen one? Parzer is just a language. It's a metaphysics language, and it only consists of 22 characters. That's all. So it's not something it's not something hard. You just need to get practice. So I'm going to walk through this slowly, step by step, so you can actually understand the Parzer more. So you can, the moment you understand your Parzer more, you can apply feng shui better. For example, if you knew that your Parzer, there are certain issue, maybe do with money issue. So if you want to apply feng shui, the money related application of feng shui will be something you should focus more on, rather than other thing else. So it gives you a better focus and more effective when you try to apply feng shui later on. After you completed some of the modules about feng shui application, by adding in Parzer information inside, then you're able to actually know which formula to use. Okay. So then the next question is, what type of information you can derive from the Parzer, right? Because you're also curious, right? What type of information? Because just now I mentioned about Parzer is a user manual, right? A lot of information about you. Then what actually information actually we can derive from the Parzer chart? So let me tell you the first part, that Parzer chart can tell us more about our character, our talent, our strengths, and our weaknesses. So this don't you think that our character determine everything in life? So by understanding more about character and your talent, you can optimize it. Then you can use feng shui actually to enhance those specific area in our life. And throughout the Parzer reading, we also actually can understand more about our financial capacity, how wealth being generated, how do we make money, the easiest and the most powerful way to make money, and also our relationship quality as well, and as well as our health. I believe that health is one of the very, very important aspect in our life, because without health, then there no life, right? You cannot do anything. Even you have the huge goal, you want to change the world, but if you don't have wealth, you don't have energy, you can. There's always a limit what you can do. In terms of achieving our goal. And even you want to have enjoy a good relationship, if you don't have wealth, then you cannot enjoy it. So that's why in Parzer we can actually focusing on these three core important aspects: the wealth aspect, the relationship aspect, and also the health aspect. So once we know precisely which are the area that we likely to have problems, then we can choose which technique of feng shui we can use. Yeah, that's why this is some of you here. I believe that the reason you learn the feng shui academy, in the future somehow you aspire to be a feng shui consultant. Yeah, so by knowing Bazi knowledge, you are actually giving extra value to your client because now you know where the problem is lying into. Yeah, and then you can provide effective recommendation or the solution to your client as well. Yeah, so that's a whole. This is how Bazi and feng shui work together. Yeah, so for some of you are just joining in. Yeah, this topic here we are talking about Bazi and how Bazi actually can help you. Yeah, in terms of the feng shui application. Yeah, by understanding what problem exists in the first place. Yeah, because if you knew it, then you know what to change. Yeah, if you don't know what problem that is actually exists, then you might just apply a very generic feng shui, and you might not able to solve the actual problem that the client is facing, because a lot of time what the client tells you is maybe it's just a symptom. Yeah, so probably maybe it just tell you that sometimes they are not happy with their work, yeah, and then they have a lot of pressure. Yeah, that one is a symptom. Yeah, maybe the reason behind everything here is because he feels stressed, is because lack of money, right? So if you or lack of money management, and he tells you that it might appear like it's a stress in the work, but actually he's stressed about the money. And the moment if you can read from the Bazi chart and you discover that this person actually is poor in money management, then whatever feng shui technique you're applying actually will be targeted to what? Increase the financial intelligence of that person. Yeah, the moment this part is fixed, then everything will fix as well. Yeah, so that is how powerful Bazi is. So just now before we start, we also show you a screen, where you can actually plot the full Bazi chart as well. Yeah, and for your feng shui explorer, actually you already have the partial of the Bazi chart. Yeah, but if you want to take a look at your whole Bazi chart, there's another link that actually you can go in. Yeah, as we displayed just now. For some of you are just logging in, so let me show you the link again. Yeah, so I want to show you the link again on the screen right now, so you can plot your full Bazi chart. Yeah, so and I'm going to share with you how do you read the chart in seconds. Yeah, so there's a link here. Can we show it on the screen? Yeah, I'm going to show you on the screen right now. Give us a second here. All right, so here, if you can take a look right now, is the link below here is stated here is joeyyap.com/BZ chart. Yeah, by going to this link, you actually can plot the full Bazi chart. Yeah, you can do it right now. Yeah, you are not only can plot your own chart, you can plot your children chart, your colleagues chart, your boss chart, or even your enemy chart as well. Yeah, so you can understand them more. Yeah, because the reason we can actually build a good relationship with others, one of the way we can do that is by understand better how they think and how they operate and how they are being influenced. Yeah, because the moment we know what they're being influenced from, we know how to influence them as well. Okay.
They can use the same login.
Oh, yeah. And then how about you? Whenever you click this link, you're going to ask you for the username and password as well. So the username and the password is the same username and password as you use to log into the feng shui program as well. It's the same. It's the same credentials. So you don't need to create a new account again. Yeah. Okay. So now let me show you a sample Bazi chart right now on the screen. Okay, so as you can see, hold on. Yeah, we're going to show you the Bazi chart on the screen. Okay, so this is a Bazi chart on the screen right now. Yeah, everyone can see. Yeah, please send some message in the message box so I can know if all of you here can see the screen right now. Okay. All right. So can I see the message board? Can I see? I can. Hold on. Okay. A lot of people say yes. Okay. All right. So I think it's pretty clear here. So this is your bar chart, and for beginner, yeah, you might feel overwhelmed when you suddenly being presented with so much information. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I'm not asking you to memorize everything in the chart right now. I want to teach you how to do this step by step. Yeah, since there are so many information we can derive from the bar chart, yeah, I think that the first thing that whenever we want to learn to decode our own chart, the first part is it would be good if we understand. Yeah, we understand who we are first. Yeah, because this will dictate how to make a better decision. For example, yeah, let's say you discover yourself is good in selling. Yeah, you're very good in selling, and then you have a great selling skill. And then when you activate your feng shui for career opportunity, then two job coming in. One job is about operation, job A. Because when you activate feng shui, you actually can create opportunity, right? Then let's say, for example, you activate your feng shui to attract career opportunity, and then you get two. One is a operation job, yeah, and the second job is a selling job. Yeah, you're hiring a salespeople. So then you might have a dilemma. You don't know which one is the best for you. But yeah, what if you already knew from your chart? You realize that actually you perform the best. Yeah, when you do the activity of selling. Yeah, you are gifted in terms of selling skill. Then you allows you to make a better decision. Correct or not? Yeah, of course you won't choose the operation. You choose the selling job because that's what you do best and where you make the most money. Yeah, so that's why it's so important for us. Yeah, to understand ourselves first. Now, once we understand ourselves, we are clear what we can do and what we cannot do, then we can make a better decision. So right now, I'm going to use my mouse here. Yeah, so as I'm talking, you know where I'm referring to. So can you see my mouse? Okay, all right, cool. So since we're talking ourselves, so now you pay attention to my mouse. Do you see I'm pointing on the day? In the day column here, you see a day word here. So this character here represent yourself. Yeah, this character here. Do you see it? Okay. So and now I want you to look in your own chart, yeah, to check, yeah, what is the name of this character. Yeah, of course, I'm not expect you to see the Chinese word, and you pay attention to my mouse here. I'm actually highlighting, yeah, the character here. So in this example that I show on the screen, is called fire. Do you see a fire here? Yeah, the word fire. Yeah. So then there's how many possible elements in the day. Yeah, this is you. Yeah, just remember this box here represent you. It contains a lot of information about you. So and if I ask you what is your day element, then you look at the element here is fire for this chart. So now look in your own chart. What is the element that contains in your day? Yeah, there are only 5 possible elements: fire, water, wood, metal, and earth. There are only 5. Yeah, so now look at this. Because by knowing this piece of information, it tells you something about your character, your attributes, your strength, and your weaknesses as well. Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, once you identify this, yeah, and you take a look and the word next to the element, there are only 2 possibility. They are either yin or yang. Right or not? Yeah, so let me repeat again. There are 2 steps here. First step, you need to identify in the day what is the element. So it could be fire, it could be water, it could be earth, it could be metal. Yeah, it could be wood as well. And once you identify the element, you also need to know whether the element is yin or yang. So in this example here is yin element, you see. Yeah, so now that you can say that my day is yin fire. Yeah, so this is the word I'm going to use. Yeah, so since there are only 5 elements and each element there got yin or yang. So this makes up, there are 10 possibilities that you might have. Yeah. So if you're fire, then you might be yang fire or yin fire. So if you're water element, the same theory still apply. You might be a yang water or a yin water. Yeah, then I think the first thing might come in your mind is which one is good, or is it the yang is better or the yin or better? Yeah, all of them are equal. Yeah, there are no one are more superior than the other. It just tell you different attributes of the stems. So right now, I think all of you here manage, yeah, to get your own day, yeah, yourself. Yeah, so the technical terms that we use to describe your day, we call day master. Yeah, it called day master. If someone asks you, if you learned Bazi before, you might ask your friend, what is a day master? Then the moment someone asks you what is a day master, you will tell them this is where, yeah, the one I highlighted here is where is your day master is. And day master represent yourself. Yeah, and there are a lot of books, yeah, if you want to know about the attributes of this day master, what is their strength or what is their potential here. But this session here, I'm going to focus on one very important thing, the key to success for each of the day master. Yeah, so the moment you identify the key of success for each of the day master, then you know what action to take, yeah, to reach to your goal. Yeah, so the moment you go, you understand this and you take action on this, then whatever feng shui you apply, yeah, you speed up, you double up, because you're doing something that align to what you are good at doing. Yeah, so I will call this key to success. So I'm going to read out all the 10 stems, and I'm going to explain what are the key of success for every of these stems. Yeah, so by knowing this, immediately you know what to do. Yeah, you are very clear that in order to get to the next level, yeah, what are the keywords or what are the attributes that you need to do more, or what type of activity you should perform more, yeah, to bring you to the next level. Yeah, everyone ready? Yeah, so let's check on the chat box. So right now, see everyone. So everyone cool? Okay, cool. So I think that most of you here already knew your day master. So on the next screen right now, I'm going to show you all the possible 10 day master for you. Okay, this one. Yes. Give us like 5 seconds. Okay, there you go. So on the screen right now, as you can see in here, I'm going to already list out all the 10 possibilities. So to all of you here listening right now, your day master could be one of these 10. Yeah, so if you are Yang Wood, so this is the one that I'm highlighted here. Yeah, you just pay attention to my mouse cursor. This is Yang Wood. And if you're Yin Wood, then this is the one. Okay, so there are a lot of information on each of these elements, but on this session here, I would say that I want to focus on something important. Yeah, because is the key to success. Because the reason I believe that most of us, the reason we learn feng shui is not because, yeah, we fall in love with the compress or the animal science or the language. Yeah, the reason we learn feng shui or Bazi or whatever subject is because we want to achieve something, right? There must be an end result. Maybe we want to achieve success, we want to make more money. Yeah, we want to pay more attention. We want to focus on the results. They are not the tools that we're using. Yeah, so that's why I want to pick one topic. We focus only on success, because most of us here, we are interested on the results, right? Because the moment you are successful, then which means that, yeah, you get what you want, right? So, and now I'm going to directly, yeah, give you what is the keyword first. Yeah, so at least you can use those keywords not only for yourself, because you can plot your children chart as well. Yeah, so you can know what to do next. So let's start with the Yang Wood. Yeah, Yang Wood. So how many of you here are Yang Wood? Yeah, just say yes on the chat box right now. Yeah, to ensure that you understood what I'm talking about here. How many of you here that you're listening right now, you are Yang Wood in your day master? Wow, there's a lot. Okay, cool. So so now you know. Now, so if you are Yang Wood, yeah, what would be your key of success? Yeah, what would that be key? Yeah, so if you're Yang Wood, yeah, your key of success is your ability to play a very good supporting role. Yeah, because you are very good supporter. Yeah, what do I mean a good supporter? A lot of people don't like the word. Is it because all of us here we think that in order to be successful, we want to be a leader or want to be the top. Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah, because if you are Yang Wood, yeah, this one is like a tree. Yeah. So Yang Wood, the pictorial image is like a tree. So the moment you discover your Yang Wood, yeah, the key of success for you is to find the right horse to bet on. Yeah, which means that you know work for a company or boss that is good or capable boss. Yeah, it could be the richest man in the world, and because you have one very good talent within you, you can able to support and get things done for the people. Yeah, this is who you are good at doing. Yeah, you can make things happen. For example, like if you are Yang Wood, yeah, whenever the boss has an idea or they want to execute or they want to make sure it come into reality, yeah, you are the best person they're going to look for. Yeah, because you are very good in helping a cause to make it successful. Yeah, you will find a way anyway. Because in Barter's study, a Yang Wood actually represent a tree. Yeah, tree, a big tree. Yeah, so imagine how a big tree is growing. They are growing in one direction. Yeah, so they'll do something over and over again. Yeah, with determination to ensure is happen. Yeah, because they are very good in focusing on one goal and then get it done. Yeah, so the keyword success for a Yang Wood person is support. Yeah, so then right now, if you're a Yang Wood person, you might need to ask, who are you supporting right now? Yeah, the moment you are supporting someone wrong or you don't like, yeah, then very likely you're not going to have a fulfilling career. Yeah, because your success is depends on the platform or the environment you are in. Yeah, so if you are Yang Wood, so if you want to master one skill, master the art of make things happen. Yeah, so because normally they are very independent because wood element they can grow by themselves. The moment you handed them a task, they can get it done. They'll find a way to do it. Yeah. So rarely of them actually ask you back what to do or they tell you what's the problem. Normally they'll find their own solution. Yeah. So they're very independent. Yeah, they're go-getter. So we like Yang Wood. Yeah. So if you are a business person or you are a business owner, if you want to find someone to get things done, yeah, and you don't want someone to have too much opinion. Yeah, they tell you that 10 reasons they cannot do something. You want someone the moment you give them instructions, yeah, and then the next time you see them, they're going to tell you they will finish it. Yeah, these are the very Yang Wood character. Yeah, so the keyword here is if you want to become successful, yeah, be the best supporter. Yeah, supporter doesn't mean bad, Imagine this. What if you are the personal assistant for Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, yeah, or even Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos? Yeah, don't you think you're powerful? Yeah, so this is the power of Yang Wood. Okay, all right. So this is a Yang Wood character, and then the next one here is Yin Wood. Yeah, Yin Wood. How many Yin Wood is here? If you are Yin Wood, yeah, type on the message box right now, say I am Yin Wood or say yes, so I can see who you are. Okay, Isabel, Lina, Jennifer, Yanni Chang, oh, Joey, Polona. Hi, Ari, Yin Wood here. So now Yin Wood, yeah, Yin Wood is also a wood, but this type of wood is not a tree, that's just a plant. Because in Barter's study, all these elements actually represent certain image. Yeah, the reason we represent using an image, so it's easy for us to learn. So Yin Wood, the image for Yin Wood is the plant. Yeah, or yeah, it's a plant or a creeps or something like this. Yeah, so and Yin Wood is very different from Yang Wood. Yang Wood is a very good supporter. Yeah, they take care of their boss really well. But for Yin Wood, the key of success is who you know. Yeah, this is a part here. So if you are a Yin Wood person, you want to know how do I get to the next level, you need to ask yourself, yeah, what is your current network right now? Who you know is your success. Because why? Yeah, because Yin Wood person, their talent is actually lying on leveraging on other people. Yeah, so normally their strength actually is not through themselves, but through who they know. And if you discover that if you are Yin Wood person and you are not, you don't have so much, you don't have many friends, then you need to start making friends. Yeah, because your whole purpose of life is to find who you can leverage on. Yeah, that's why these Yin Wood people, because it's a plant, they are very flexible, they are very adaptable. So the good thing about this Yin Wood, they can actually survive in even a tough situation. Yeah, they actually can survive because they are flexible. Yeah, because Yin Wood is like a plant, right? So a parasite, so they actually can bend easily for one way or another. And guess what? Since they are very adaptable, yeah, Yin Wood person also makes a very good politicians. Yeah, don't you think politician needs a lot of connection? Yeah, you need to win a lot of people's heart. Yeah, that's why you see a lot of popular or capable politicians or even prime minister or president. Yeah, a lot of them are Yin Wood person. Yeah, for example, I give example in the States. Yeah, Bill Clinton is a Yin Wood Day Master. Yeah, so if some of you here are Yin Wood Day Master, you are Bill Clinton. Yeah, you share the same Day Master with Bill Clinton as well. Yeah, so they are survivor. Yeah, and if you are a boss, you know, hire this person. Yeah, you need to send this person out. You know, yeah, to connect to people and yeah, to make connections. Yeah, because they are good in deal making. Yeah, okay. So do you see a very different between a Yang and a Yin Wood? Yeah, Yang Wood it could be do a lot of operations, but Yin Wood, yeah, is who you know. So let me summarize this for you. If you're talking about Yin Wood, is you need to ask yourself this question: who you know? Yeah, this is your success code. Okay, so I know that there are a lot of questions I want to answer later on. Yeah, I see a lot of questions I'm reading right now. Yeah, so if you discover that currently you are not good in speaking or connect to people, yeah, learn how to do it. It's a must. Yeah, until you master this skill, yeah, you're not able to maximize your own potential. Okay, of course, later on you can use Feng Shui to enhance the communication skill as well. Yeah, that's why you learn parser, right? For those all the Yin Wood here right now, I noticed some of you ask, yeah, if I am a very bad communicator, yeah, what can I do to maximize it? Then learn how. Yeah, you might need to attend classes or read certain books or join certain communities. For example, in our country, Malaysia, we have Toastmaster. I think it's also in other country as well. So there's one of the way. And what if you also can use Feng Shui to enhance on this part? Yeah, let me ask you one question. Which of the trigram I think that you learned in module 2 that represent communication? Yeah, for all those Yinwood people, now you know which sector is important to you. Which are the sector? It's the West sector, right? Because West represent communication. Yeah, so if you are Yinwood person and you discover you are not very good in communicating with people, don't you think you need to do something in the West area in your house? Yeah, and now you know how to use Feng Shui because now you know Bazi. You know exactly which sector to apply to, yeah, to increase your personal capacity. All right, yeah, I see a lot of people actually getting the right answer here. West sector 7, yes, yeah, sector 7 is the West, is number 7. Yeah, so the West sector is extremely important for you. Yeah, so this is one of the thing you can do on Feng Shui. So let's move on to the next one, Yang Fire. Yeah, how many Yang Fire is here? Yang Fire, anyone is Yang Fire? Yeah, Yang Fire in terms of image. Oh, Yap Kunlun is Yang Fire, Terry, Shen, Eve, Uta. Hi, all Yang Fire. Yeah, Marcus, Natalie, Wan Ho as well. Okay, cool. So Yang Fire, the image of a Yang Fire is like a sun. Yeah, the fire of the sun. Yeah, because fire they are Yang, there's Yin, right? So whenever we're talking about Yang Fire, it's a fire of the sun. Yeah, the keyword for success. Yeah, let me give you the summary first. The keyword for success for Yang Fire is persistency. Yeah, you have one ability. Yeah, whatever you do, you need to persist until getting it. Yeah, because The moment you persist on something, yeah, you do something over and over again, and eventually you will get what you want. And this is what your power is, your superpower is. Yeah, the ability to pursue something and follow through on something and never giving up. Yeah. So you don't know, yeah, you don't know how to give up. Yeah, you keep doing the same thing over and over again. Why? Because if you look at the sun, right? What did the sun do every day? They rise from the east, and then the sun set in the west, right? And what happened the next day? They rise again from the east again. So they keep doing the same thing again and again. Yeah. So and that's why they are successful. I would say that 9 out of 10 people of Yang Fire, yeah, they can become very successful if, yeah, they understood one concept. They need to be persistent all the time. So the keyword for them here is consistency. Yeah, that is a keyword for you to take note on. Yeah, and I would say that this is good. And you knew that Steve Jobs is also a Yang Fire. Yeah, so if you are Yang Fire, like all of you just now that you told me that Yang Fire, you have the same element, the day master, as Steve Jobs. And you take a look at on Steve Jobs' life, right? So do you knew that actually he being actually kicked off from Apple, the company that he founded during his 30s? Yeah, and then what he do? Did he give up? No. Yeah, he keep doing something else, and eventually during his 40s, he coming back to Apple again. And the next thing we knew that he transformed Apple, a company that are 3 months from bankruptcy, to the most valuable company in the world. Yeah, that's the power of Yang Fire. Yeah, they don't know how to give up. They'll do the same thing again and again until they get something. Yeah, so if you're Yang Fire, remember this. Yeah, persistency and consistency is the key. Okay, so that is the keyword for the success. And then the fourth one here is Yin Fire. Yeah, so Yin Fire here, is the ability to influence someone. Yeah, so the keyword here is influence. Yeah, influence means that you're able to change someone's thoughts. Yeah, after talking to them, you can enlighten them. You can make them see things differently. So Think Fire, normally they are very good salesperson as well. Yeah, they because how do you actually define a great salesperson? Yeah, a great salesperson doesn't mean they talk a lot. Yeah, some people that can talk a lot, but actually they are talking something irrelevant, right? So a true great salesperson, yeah, or a master of sales, actually is come down to one thing: their ability to influence someone. Sometimes they might not talk a lot, but every word they say, yeah, can change someone thinking, or that person will see things differently after talking to them. Yeah, that's what sales is all about, right? Yeah, you want your client or your prospect to see the benefit of your product, and you want them to see the pain if they don't buy your product or not. Yeah, so this is something to do with the power of influence. So if you are Yin Fire, I would say that that is the part that you might need to focusing on a lot. Yeah, the power of influence. Learn how to understand how people think, how to talk, because your ability to influence them is very good. And you very, in one thing here, you also have the ability to enlighten people as well. Yeah, so the keyword for you here, you need to master is influence. Yeah, the art of influence someone. Okay, so the next one here is Yang of. Yeah, Yang of here. How many Yang of here? Yang of person. Yeah, if you are Yang of, you can actually message in send your type on the message box. Okay, Ruby, Yulia, Jen, Tan, hello, Chan, Janet. So okay, Tech Chong, Shanton, hi Tiong. So all of them here are Yang Fire. Okay, Yang Fire. Sorry, Yang Earth. Right, what I'm talking about. So Yang Earth is the image of a Yang Earth is a high mountain, a huge mountain. Yeah, it's a mountain. Yeah, so if you are Yang Earth, the image of you is a mountain. So think about this: that does mountain move a lot? No. Yeah, how when is the last time you seen a mountain move, right? So normally, Yeah, this now, if you're Yang Earth, normally you didn't move a lot, but the keyword, but now we're not interested on the character. Yeah, but I want to talk about the key of success. So if you are Yang Earth here, the first thing here is you want to bring yourself to the next level. Is you need to be expert on a niche. Yeah, you need to master something that you're so good about it, and people comes to you. Yeah, because mountain doesn't go to people. Yeah, mountain doesn't move. So you need to become so good. For example, if you are pursuing medical, yeah, you need to master on one area. For example, like you are the best uh, heart surgeon in your country. Yeah, so if at work you are mastering you don't have any knowledge on other part, but you're expert on heart. Yeah, you could be the best heart specialist in your community or in your country. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. You master on the art. Yeah, because if you're so good on something, people around the world will flock to come to you. Yeah, because Earth doesn't go to other people. Yeah, because it's a mountain. Yeah, people come to the mountain. Yeah, think about this. If you're depressed or you want to go for a retreat, right? Or you are not happy, where do you go to first? Do you want to go to go to a busy area? No, you want to go to a mountain area, a more serene area, yeah, where you can feel better. Yeah, so that's why people go to a mountain. Yeah, so if you are Wu Earth, you need to be so good at what you do, so you become an expert, so you get people coming in. So right now, yeah, if you're younger people, you need to select, yeah, what are the skill right now that you can master, and then you pursue it wholeheartedly until you become expert on the field. For example, like right now, yeah, if you are you are learning feng shui right now, right? So now, and someone asks you at the same time, yeah, do you want to learn music? Or another person asks you want to learn how to be a chef? You need to tell them no, right? You need to focus on one single thing and you need to pursue it until perfection. At the moment you do this, you optimize your full potential. Yeah, and one of the successful younger person would be Michael Jackson. Yeah, the late Michael Jackson. Yeah, do you see how it manifests? Yeah, Michael Jackson, I think the king of pop. Yeah, he becomes so good at what he do, and everyone from around the world flocks to see him. He's a legend. Yeah, so he's a very perfect example of a very successful young of. Okay, yeah, so and if you're talking about the chart, right? How do you use feng shui for a younger person? Because younger person, they sometimes they don't know which to master, which field to study. Have dilemma. I would say that the south sector, because south sector is number nine, is a sector about inspiration, right? Yeah. So the moment you get inspired, you take action. Yeah, because normally young people doesn't move until they get inspired. Yeah, so if you're young people right now and then you don't know what to do, you know what field to master, then you spend time on the south sector. Your south sector is number nine, right? And then number nine is a sector, or if you learn flying star, yeah, it could be the number star inside the sector, right? That give you an inspiration so you can actually move forward. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then you're clear and what you want, because number nine star will give you the inspiration or the idea on what to do. Okay. So now we have gone through five, and then there are another five. Yeah. So we'll go through this as well. So the next one here is Yin Earth. Yeah. Yin Earth is still Earth. How many Yin Earth are here? Yin Earth person. Yeah, if you okay, Yin Earth. Hi, Jamie. Yeah, you're Yin Earth as well, and colleague Natalia. Okay. Oh, cool. Fabio, Yongshin, Leah, Francisca. Hi, Eric Yin Earth here. Yeah, so you're Yin Earth. Yeah, the image of a Yin Earth is a soil. Yeah, it's a flat land. Yeah, so think about this. The moment you think of a soil or a land, so what is the purpose of a land? Is to grow life, right? To grow plants, give life. Yeah, so this is the capacity of a yin earth. Yeah, so the moment you are yin earth, yeah, since you can grow 10,000 things, you can give life to our plants, trees, vegetables, yeah, plantation. So this also tells you you are very resourceful. Yeah, you have the capable to get so many things, yeah, within your boundaries. Yeah. So the moment you are in Earth, yeah, one thing that you might need to master is you need to be resourceful. Yeah, resourceful is what I mean that you are someone that even you don't know how to achieve a goal, you will know where to find it. Yeah, you need to know the right people, the right resources, and where it can pull things together. So by yin of people, normally they can attract great people to work for them. If you are yin earth, your talent is one. The keyword here is you need to be resourceful. Yeah, because whenever you ask someone to do something, they'll tell you no time, or no money, I'm too young, I'm too old. Yeah, whatever they're trying to tell you is they'll tell you that their lack of resources, right? Because time is a resources. You're too old, too young, or no money, no background, didn't know anyone. Yeah, those they are claiming that they're lack of resources, and that's the reason they cannot do something. Yeah, but if you are yin earth, in order to solve those problems, you need to be resourceful. Right? Resourceful means that you don't blame on any of these uh, missing resources, but you will find a way to get those things to you. Yeah, so that's why yin earth person has to be very well connected. Yeah, they're able to spot talent and then pull things together to work in a team to grow. Yeah, so this is one of the talent about yin earth. So you are yin earth person. First of all, you need to ask yourself, are you resourceful or not? Yeah, the moment you're resourceful, you will find a way to solve all those problems. And you don't need to do it yourself. Yeah, because yin earth is a platform. Yeah, it's a soil. Yeah, so you just need to attract the right people coming in, or the right people that have power, yeah, or all those things, so you can be resourceful. Yeah, so this is if you're able to do this, then you are maximize your talent for being a yin earth person. Okay, so the next one is yang earth. Sorry, yang metal. Yeah, yang metal. The image here is something to do with raw metal. This could be an axe. It's a rough metal. So the moment you see a rough metal here, the keyword for metal, since it's an axe, right? The axe constantly want to chop wood. Yeah, so the yang metal person, or a lot of yang metal person here, the key for success is one thing, the ability to execute. Yeah, execution is power. Yeah, we knew that in this world, I would say that 90% of the people keep talking a good games, right? They tell you that this is my idea, I want to do this. Yeah, this is my plan, I'm going to make millions. But all of them are just talking. And after 10 years, they're still talking. But if you're yang metal, yeah, your key of success is speed of execution. Yeah, and which means that the moment you make a decision, you're gonna do it right straight away. You don't think, you don't dabble. Yeah, so the moment you're able to achieve this part, the speed of execution, you actually can perform at your best. Yeah, so do you need to have a lot of ideas, all those things? No. Yeah, so and I would say that a lot of people, the reason they're successful is because their ability to take action. Yeah, and because you knew that a lot of people, they just make a goal and then nothing happened. Especially in a corporate environment, we go through endless meeting, but in the end, nothing happened. Yeah, but if you're yang matter here, you are the executor. Yeah, so one word you can relate to yang matter very well is Nike. Yeah, Nike slogan. What is the Nike slogan again? Yeah, is just do it. Right not? Yeah, so if you're yang matter, you need to write down this word and stick it at your wall. Is the yang matter is the word here is just do it. Yeah, every time you think of something, you just execute. Yeah. So then in feng shui, right, what element actually govern execution? Yeah, and you knew that in feng shui, the Qian Gua or number 6 actually govern execution, right? So if you want to use a flying star application, if you are yang matter and you discover yourself a lack of execution power, number 6 is the star that you can use to actually enhance your execution power. Okay, all right, because all the things in the world are created twice. They are first in our mind, and then the second part is on reality. But a lot of people only think, right? there are few people in the world actually walk the talk and do the thing that they say, So if you're yang matter, as long you do something faster than other people and you're a good executor, you're already a winner. Okay, and the reason people follows you as well is not because of the idea, it's not because of your character, but because your ability to execute. And that's the reason also why you can, why your boss can pace you out well, because of this character as well. Yeah, okay, that one was for yang metal. Yeah, so then the next one is yin metal. How many yin metal are here? Yin metal person? Okay, Dick Chong. Yeah, Dick Chong is yin metal. Victor, Samantha, Francis, Johnny. Hi, everyone. Yeah, yin metal person. So yin metal person, yeah, is directly opposite from the yang metal. Yeah, yang metal is about execution. Yeah, yang metal is about don't talk, just do it. But yin metal person, they only know how to talk, but they cannot do it. So it's a very opposite equation to it. Yeah. So is it mean bad only you can talk but not doing it? You don't. I mean that if you're yin metal, yeah, you talk a good game. Yeah, whether you can do it or not is questionable. Yeah. So these are the these are the main. So the keyword, since they like to talk a lot, right? So the key for them to become successful, yeah, is ability to delegate. Right? Because whenever you delegate, yeah, you giving your instructions, you manage things very well. Don't you think we also need this type of people? Yeah, because if you end up doing everything yourself, in long run you get tired. Yeah, so what if you are yin metal? Because yin metal is like a fine jewelry. Yeah, it could be a diamond. Yeah, that's what represented by yin metal. Yeah, since they are so delicate, they cannot take hardship. Yeah, so in order to get things done, they need to delegate. Yeah, so what is so good for yin metal? For example, like CEO, right? Is it a CEO people that do everything themselves? No. Yeah, they plan the thing, they have a town hall meeting, they tell the team all the visions that they have, but in the end, they might not know how to do it, or not. Yeah, so then the thing that execute the things for them very likely is the yang metal person. Yeah, because yang metal is the one who doing it. Or maybe it's a yang wood, right? Remember, yang wood is about supporter. Yeah, so if you are a yin metal person, yeah, since you like to talk, you're a good storyteller. So there could be a very good marketeer as well. Yeah, because they can talk a good game, they can inspire people. Yeah, so they can. If you are a yin metal person, think about what type of people that you would like to surround yourself with. Do you need to surround yourself with another yin metal? No, right? Because if you surrounded yourself, if you're yin metal and you surrounded yourself with all the yin metal, what happened? Talks a lot, but in the end, nothing gets done, right? So if you're a yin metal person, since your hobby is you like to give instructions, so then who are the person that can actually do the things for you? Yeah, I would say that yang metal would be a good one. Yeah, because they like to execute things, and yang wood also could be a good one as well. Yeah, because they are a good supporter, right? Now you know how to use butter actually to enhance, yeah, your life as well. Yeah, because I would like everyone here to think is feng shui is the part that using environment to help you to get what you want. Yeah, but if some cases that you cannot apply any feng shui due to any restrictions or whatsoever, you actually can use your button knowledge to make certain decision, yeah, to find the right people to help you to get what you want. Yeah, because there are two equation of our destiny, either from external or internal. External is feng shui, internal our decision, what we do every day also affects our destiny a lot. A lot. Yeah, ultimately whatever a good feng shui is the goal of feng shui also to enhance you as a person. Yeah, so if you cannot use feng shui, why not you directly influence yourself? Yeah, you also can make a lot of change in your destiny as well, right? So, and the moment you make a different decision, yeah, then your destiny path will change again. Yeah, so this is the goal of us of learning puzzle to remind us, all of us here, we do have the power to change our destiny. Yeah, by making a right informed decision. That's the reason we learn puzzle. Okay, So that one is yin metal. Yeah. So next one is so the keyword for yin metal is delegation. You need to master the art of giving a clear instructions and finding the right people to execute the stuff for you. Yeah, yin metal is like this. So the purpose of a yin metal is to delegate and to look good. Yeah, so that's why all yin metal they like to look good. Okay. So the next one is yang water. Yeah, how many yang water is here? Yang water. Oh, Tammy, Veronica, Angeline Tan, Polona, hi, Davy, Lucy, Lynn. Oh, there's so many Yang water here. Yeah. So your Yang water, the key of success is you need to learn one thing: how commerce work, how business work. Yeah, because if you are Yang water, originally you are very good in business. You have a very good business acumen. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you need to start your own business, although you can. Yeah, by learning how business work, you can perform better in even you are working or you're for people or you're professionals. By having the business mentality, you can be a very great value to your organization. Yeah, because now you are not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking on the behalf of the company. How do you drive business coming in, so you can make a better decision that benefit the whole company. And you can also apply the same concept as well, and then manage your own life, because yang water person, they have a good acumen and they have a very good concept of what value is. A good business person are nothing more than someone that can create more value, and they have a wisdom to differentiate what is valuable and what is doesn't. And they're going to focus more their time on something is valuable. So if you are yang water person, yeah, you need the keyword here is commerce. Yeah, you need to learn how business work. And just in case you want to know, the yang water, the image is a ocean water. It's a huge water. Yeah, and one good news for you is yang water person normally, yeah, they can if they put their effort, their focus on something they do, actually they can actually make a lot of money as well. Yeah, because a lot of a wealthy person on earth actually is yang water. Yeah, let me give you some wealthy person who is yang water. Bill Gates is yang water. Yeah, Warren Buffett is yang water, and Jack Ma is yang water. Yeah, and then there's a lot more, So that's why you see that a lot of yang water person actually, yeah, if they can actually using their business skill, to build the empire as well. So if you're young people, even you're working for people right now, somehow in your mind, yeah, you harbor thoughts that you're going to start a business, yeah, someday or one day. Yeah, because that's who you are. Yeah, because you're ocean water, you want to do big stuff. Yeah, so if you discover that yourself, yeah, you are in an environment or in a company that doing the thing that is only serve a limited people or a limited customer, yeah, that one boss you. Yeah, because you want to do great things. Yeah. Okay. So regardless what field you are in, yeah, make sure that you need to work on a big vision, or work on to serve a bigger market or make the biggest impact. This is what attracts you. This is what inspires you to do. Yeah. So let me remind again, the keyword for success for Yang Water is commerce or business. Okay. So now finally we go to the last one here is the yin water. Yeah, yin water is like a cloud. Yeah, it's like a mist. Yeah, this kind of water, the image of it. So the keyword of success for yin water is nurturing. Yeah, nurture people, nurture talent. So if you are if you are yin water, then you like to teach, you like to grow the next generation. Yeah, you because of your knowledge, you want to help other people to become better. So this is what is inside you. Yeah, so if you're yin water, I would believe that one of the reasons you learn feng shui is because you might think that by learning feng shui, you can teach and help other people as well. Yeah, so, and again, doesn't matter you are strong in water or a big in water, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the key of success is still the same. You need to ask yourself in your current job that you're doing right now, yeah, do you have the ability for you to serve other, to teach other. Not. That's why a lot of yin water, they end up being a teacher, a coach, a consultant. So these are the part that is related to yin water. Yeah. So the keyword here is nurturing. Why? Because this water is a cloud water, right? Because this is the type of water that can feed plants. Yeah, water feeds woods, right? So it's not yang water, because yang water is ocean water. They cannot feed plants. Yeah, so only yin water can feed plants. That's why they like to grow and nurture other people. Yeah, so that is there's a reason behind why yin water, the key of success, are nurturing. Yeah, so we're going to just start to go through all the keywords. It's not the exhaustive list, but just to give you an overall broad picture, how you actually, by knowing Bazi, you will know what type of feng shui technique you're going to apply later on. Because now you're only in module 4, right, or module 5. So as you progress on the next module, Dr. Joey will share with you more techniques how to apply feng shui. Yeah, at the moment you understand all the 9 stars, for example, and new techniques, and then you need to relate back to your Bazi, right? What you actually good at doing, and then you activate accordingly to your talent. Yes, and can you realize that we're only just looking one piece of information on your Bazi chart? Yeah, there are more stuff inside the Bazi chart we can discover more. For example, like what is your wealth capacity, what is your relationship, what is your wealth. Do you want to know more some of this? Yeah, I'm going to share some of that in our next break. Because we're going to go in for a break shortly. But before we do that, I would like to answer some of your question here. Yeah, so if you have any question right now, you can actually type it out. I'm looking on the screen right now. I can see your answer. I want to pick one. Yeah. Okay. So how do I select this question? Okay, so this question from Bonnie. Bonnie, you mentioned that should rainwater enhance north sector? Yeah, so rainwater is, as you know, that rainwater is something to do with commerce, right? So I would say that if you want to enhance your knowledge about commerce, let's say you think that currently your business knowledge are lacking, then what you need to do, so as you know that there are certain number governs education, right? So one of it is number 4. So if your current status is you discover that your lack of business knowledge, then number 4 would be a good number for you to use. Because it's a number, because number 4 represent knowledge, ability to study and all those things. So why I want to tell you this, because it's not like if you are think fire, which sector you should enhance. It's not like this. Since you know that this is your key to success, the next question you might need to ask yourself is, what actually stopping you from getting there, right? So there are so many reasons, for example, like just now Bonnie asked about yang water, right? So she asked whether should I enhance north sector. But before you come into conclusion what to do, right, you need to know what actually prevents you from getting there. It could be lack of knowledge about business. It could be maybe you are lazy. It could be so many reasons, right? Or maybe you don't have time, or maybe your lack of money to get there. Once you know what prevents you from getting to what you want, then you know which sector to enhance. So for example, like if you're thinking about the reason you cannot start your own business because of money or cash flow issue, then maybe number 8 is the style you should use. So I don't want you to restrict your mind that you think that if you are Yangwood, there must be one sector related to Yangwood. No. The reason I share with you all this stamp here is to tell you the key to success. Then step 2, you need to know what prevents you from getting there. Once you know all the problem, then you identify which sector that you can use to solve those problems. So I hope I make myself clear here and the thing here. So okay, so next one here is okay, so this is question from Lynn as well. Then you ask how does a yang water improve relationship? I would say that relationship is important not only to just yang water. So I would say that one of the keyword to improve relationship is we become better. Yeah, because the moment we become better person, yeah, automatically we can inspire our spouse, yeah, to become better. Yeah, because if you're better, you can provide a better environment for them, or financial freedom for them, or even you can inspire them. So for young people, how do you improve relationship? Yeah, by becoming the best version of who you are. Yeah, since we mentioned that Yang Water is something to do with commerce, yeah, be so good in finance and achieve financial freedom is one of your goal. Yeah, to maximize your capacity. Yeah, the moment you're able to do this, then you're in a position to give and in position to provide in your relationship. Yeah, so that one will be Yang Water. And one good thing about Yang Water and also Yin Water, because water element constantly moving. Yeah, so if you want to improve relationship, it could be you need to find a partner that uh, is okay for them, yeah, not to see you all the time. Yeah, because if you're water element, you constantly travel, it's okay for you to travel. Yeah, if you find a partner that constantly want to see you or want to spend time with you 24/7, then you might have a problem, correct or not? Yeah, either you travel with them together, or you find a partner that can accept the fact that, yeah, sometimes you might be away from them due to work, because you like traveling, yeah, and you like your own time. Okay, you like freedom, because water, one keyword for water is freedom. Yeah, because water is flowing, they don't like to be controlled. Yeah, and you can reverse engineer this as well. What if you are not water person? Yeah, but what if your spouse is a water person? Yeah, if you want to improve relationship, what you should do? Give them freedom. Yeah, do you see how you can actually reverse this and understand your partner better like this? Okay, all right, so let's see here. Okay, this question is from Shen. Yeah, how does feng shui help for yang fire? Yeah, and again, yeah, let me remind you again. Yeah, we don't use feng shui because you're yang fire. Yeah, we would like to know what is the outcome you want. Yeah, because to becoming it could be because it could be you're in the wrong job right now, or maybe you're procrastinate a lot. There could be so many things. Yeah, so or it could be a focus problem. Yeah, so that's a part you're looking at. Yeah, it's not because you're yang fire there must be one good feng shui for you, but the good thing is, if you're yang fire, persistency is a key, right? Yeah, you need to keep doing the thing again and again, and you are not getting distracted. Yeah, so this is the key. So then you might ask, which of the element, yeah, that actually can increase focus, yeah, or increase the persistency or anything. So I would say that one of the element you can use is number 9. Yeah, because number 9 is a star about optimism, it's about hope, it's about believing, yeah, that whatever you're going through right now, no matter what struggle they're going through, in the end, things will work to your favor. Yeah, thing doesn't happen to you, things happen for you. Yeah, so for yang fire especially, yeah, the reason they didn't give up, yeah, is because they're able to see long term. They knew that no matter what struggle they're facing right now, in the end, you'll be a better place for them. So if a yang fire and you want to maximize your persistency here, it's not to tell ourselves every day, I'm persistent. Yeah, that way, of course, it doesn't work this way. But you need to have a faith that in the end, your end goal is you get a good outcome in the end. Yeah, in order to do that, you need optimism. Yeah, you need to be optimistic. So number 9 would be one of the star you can use. If if you feel yourself are not optimistic enough. Yeah, so do you see how do we use this? Yeah, it's not because you're yang fire, it has to be number 9. Yeah, if you discover that lack of optimism is your problem, and because you need optimism to be more persistent, that's why you use number 9. Yeah, I hope everyone know what I how we use feng shui on this aspect. Yeah, so don't always use the day master and then you apply feng shui. Yeah, it's not how it works. Yeah, we need to be clear right now what is the problem, and then we apply the right feng shui to it. Okay, so right now we're going to stop for a break, and then after we come back, yeah, we're going to also teach you how do you actually assess the wealth capacity in your chart. Yeah, because I believe that this is also one of the important reason, because as a consultant, yeah, the 95% of the people came to us, yeah, the problem is something to do with money. Yeah, how do we increase the cash flow? And is it possible for us to see the wealth capacity in the chart, in your party chart? The answer is yes. Yeah, and then how do you going to address this and using feng shui and all this part? I'm going to discuss this after break. Okay, so we're going to stop for like
10 minutes.
10 minutes time, 10 to 15 minutes time. And then when we are back, yeah, then I'm going to discuss on wealth and the feng shui application on wealth as well. Yeah, using your parcel and feng shui combined. Okay, so I see you in 10 to 15 minutes time. Okay, back. Yeah, for bonus top for those who are still just joining in. We are answer. Yeah, yeah. So you have a lot of questions. Your favorable delay. Yeah, is an intense support. We cannot cover this to master your relationship. Your yeah, there will be a step by step. And let me yeah, for you to one piece of information you are not losing out because there will be okay. Now, yeah, I think something wrong. Hear me now.
I already
Hello. Welcome back. Sorry for the yeah, welcome. So the perspective here, you know, of course, first, within like doing that's possible or understanding parts of and for now, yeah, people always think they need. You only need to know that you are flooded with too you in a position you're time less by
mine is still
it's not so good.
yeah.
So it's fast enough. You tell them to
Thanks.
do it.
Yeah. Yes.
You start.
Yeah.
Is it better now? Yes. Okay. So sorry again for the. So if this message on the box, try their best. Yeah. So let's move on of today. Yes. Good.
Yeah. Yes.
Then should
This. Okay. Sure.
hi, welcome. So whether you can us better now? Some of you say so how about now? Farouk,
Continue to.
audio quality hanging on is still breaking. So is it better for remove the video audio?
Yeah.
Okay, how can you hear me? We our team here is that need to restart this. So sorry for
Yeah, it's
so sorry for computer right now. So 1 minute's time. The,
the audio is better.
the audio.
It's the wrong. It's the wrong thing.
How about this? Just
Yeah.
use the hotspot.
My internet is this one.
So Hey, hear me now? You can hear me in the dialog box. Yeah. Oh, here as well. Too bad. Okay, so another going to do then to choose, So sorry about this. USB.
The video also.
Audio also like
Yeah.
it also sounds so stuck. By then tell them